just not ideal because it's the yellow one.
Yeah.
Sure.
You want me to do it over here?
Yeah.
And we
You'll give them the rundown.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So,
okay. Really, really loose. I thought so because like everything was fluid. Perfect. Like I said, really super question. Thought. Have you looked at this?
Hello. Check one, check one.
I'll take the yep.
Cool.
Yep. Alright, Don, you were in seat 4.
Hello.
See it on the live stream.
Testing, testing.
Over here,
Welcome to the
all I can see
12th annual Silver Dollar Cowboy Up. We are getting ready to start streaming here. This is levels 7 through 9. We are testing out the feature table. Working through a few kinks still this afternoon.
leave them in there for like 2-3 seconds, and then you can move them wherever you want.
My name is Pete Bushy. I'm with 701 Poker Tour. And we have a table full of players coming back here from their latest break. This is a Cowboy Up $150 entry. Gets you 20,000 in chips. We had 145 entries. Not sure if that was the final number. Registration just closed. As you can see, they're unracking chips for the feature table here, and we're about to get things kicked off. I know we were having problems with a couple of the spots on the table, so bear with us as we try to get those worked out.
Alright, so I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a spiel right now. When you go through at the feature table or cell phone, no headsets, nothing. If you have to have your cell phone, just go on the other side of the cameras. No either. When you get the cards,
There we go with some live video from 10 minutes ago. We are on 10-minute delay. As you can see, I'm walking around there, so can't be two places at once, but we are working through a few issues here. They're going to put the cards in the air. As you see, the clock is running up there. Today is 40-minute levels for this event. They are working on the prize pool today. Looks like it's going to be near $5,000 up top. Had a great turnout again.
to be on 701, stuff like that. Right. No drinks, no cell phones, and I think that's it.
how long are we held hostage at this camp?
Yeah, the rest of your life.
I plan on sitting down to king, so. Oh, they are.
All right. Wow. Action's quick on the first hand. Aaron Rack picks up pocket nines. Don Fisher with the ace 10 moves all in. Having some issues with the 7 and 10 seats here registering their cards, so. Folds back around to Aaron. They're going to be in a coin flip if he does call here. Don on a pretty short stack, 18.5. That's about starting stack was 20K. Looks like Aaron has 54 to start the hand, or currently after that raise. Trying to decide if those nines are good enough to put him in there. Looks like he's going to make the call. Nines against ace 10. We are in a pretty much dead coin flip there, as you can see by the percentages. Flop is a 10. Don hits his 10. Looks like that's pretty much going to do it. Going to need to hit one of those nines. Hits the ace and the 10. And that is going to double up Don, as you can see from our chip counts here. Zach Hoffner with 98,000. Steve, 76,000. Need to reset the stream here real quick, but got a fun group here. Josh Hall's on the table, Tracy Sheppy, a couple of our sponsors, Chuck Stahl and Lucas Meyer there in the 1 and the 5 chairs. Aaron picks up ace jack again. Don all in behind him again. First two hands. This time Don's going to be dominated though, but he's got a bigger stack. Josh Hall gets out of the way, killing one of Don's kings with the king queen. Folds the ace jack. Don's not going to show him. As you can see there, Josh Hall on the short stack, 9K. Blinds are 500, 1,000. Zach Hoffner with the big stack there, 92,000. Average right now in the tournament, we're about halfway through the field, so the average stack's about 40,000. Sure. So, we need to get these on. Leroy Turner joining me in the booth here. As you can see in on the feed, we're trying to fix Steve and Tracy's hole card cams. We're gonna have Steve move over a seat after this hand, basically, because we weren't reading either of their hands. But Leroy joining me here in the booth. You're going to need to talk real close to that microphone there, Leroy. But why don't you tell us a little something about how it went today so far? First off, how'd your tournament go?
We have a incredible turnout, like normal. Probably better than normal. A lot of friends and people that I only see once or twice a year, mostly at the poker tournaments, but. Just great to have everybody here.
Yeah, I think we're just under 150 players, which is, and that's 150 unique players here. It is a freeze out. You can see Leroy walking across the screen there, but it is a freeze out type of tournament. So that's 150 bodies we had in here. So that is very, very strong turnout for our area here. So that was fantastic. And I know we got raffles still going throughout the day. 50-50 raffles. We had the big meat raffle. Have we drawn for the big meat raffle yet?
No, the big meat raffle will be drawn for at 6 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
100% of the tickets are already sold. We had 100 tickets sold for $50 a ticket. Thanks to Randy's 2, and Thrive It Financial through me donated 3 $250 meat bundles, and General Equipment here in Fargo donated a cooler worth approximately $250. So we had a 1 in 25 chance to win a prize on there.
Wow. So then you sold all 100 tickets at $50 a pop, and that's basically all of that money then is going to go back. So that is 100% profit to the Cowboy Up and the Roger Maris Cancer.
That's correct. And
very nice.
It's nice when we get people that will donate it, obviously, because then 100% of the proceeds do go back to the charity, which is Cowboy Up.
That's great. And I think I heard you say earlier that this year you guys were going to cross did I hear the 1 million mark? Is that what I heard?
Cowboy Up announced last summer at the McLeod, their large fundraiser at McLeod. It's actually a horse ride that started like 16 years ago when Cowboy Up started. They announced that they believed that they were going to break the $1 million mark. Proceeds going to Roger Maris Cancer this year.
Wow, that is impressive. That something like that will have raised $1 million. Real quick on the action here, looks like Don Fisher 3-bet pre-flop against the chip leader Zach here. They both flop top pair and second pair. Looks like Zach, the chip leader, got Don to lay down top pair there. Why don't you talk just a little bit more about Cowboy Up for those that aren't familiar with that organization?
I've been a little bit involved with them. I don't know all the specifics, but there was like 10 different people that got together as a group and decided to make this organization, and their purpose was to raise money for Roger Maris Cancer. And I think last summer they told me the stats were they believed 8 out of the 10 of them would end up with cancer in their lifetime. Actually, I think there has been 3 of that original 10 group that have passed away over the last 16 years from cancer. So
that's too bad to hear, and that's why this is so important to raise money and awareness for these things. Obviously, you yourself went through a battle. Now, what is that? 2.5 years?
About 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was diagnosed in October of 2020 with leukemia and was spent 36 days in the hospital. Unlike most people, I only had to undergo chemo treatment for about 8 months, and I was clear. So most people aren't that lucky that have that shorter duration of the chemo to start out with.
And you are in complete remission right now?
I am in complete remission, and actually have been since I was released from the hospital.
That's fantastic to hear. That's an amazing story. I mean, you just kind of have to thank the doctors and nurses, thank a higher power on that one,
right.
And that's amazing to hear. I know this is definitely gets emotional for you at some of these events, just because after that it definitely hit a lot closer to home than it already was, probably.
That's right. But you know, it's not about me. It's about all the people that have to go through it. So.
Nope, I appreciate it. So, how you played today? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, I was first out.
Well, I mean, that seems only right. I mean, you want to really give back, and you really gave your chips back first.
Yeah, I did.
mean,
Yep.
And
I spread it out to a few different people, so it didn't all go to one place.
There we go. And then he gives back his time with dealing, time in the booth. I mean, that's just your way of giving back to the group. I heard you wanted to change it from a freeze out to a a rebuy though potentially
Well,
after that.
somebody brought it up. Means it was my tournament. I should be able to change the rules, especially for me. But I chose that. I think that's part of the reason why we get as many players as we do. A lot of people do like the format. We do not. One of the probably only tournaments left that we don't do big blind antes.
Yep.
I even said that to the dealer that. Oh, I forgot they changed the format on this one. And somebody said, well, they said, you're the one that said that we're not doing antes. So, and I kind of forgot about that. I'm used to the other big blind ante now. So it's kind of weird not to go away from that.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the only tournaments, and I'm not sure some of our cards are reading right there. I saw Steve with the big stack lay down ace king there. I'm not exactly sure that is accurate.
Yeah, well, unless he had a really good read on somebody, he's probably not laying that down.
Josh Hall shoved all in under the gun for 9,000. I don't think Steve's laying that down. We are using a couple different readers here, so. Maybe it's picking up the cards a little off or something like that, but we will continue to monitor that. It looks like most of the hands have been playing out normally, but maybe something was a little off on that. So,
well, I certainly appreciate 701 every year coming in and setting up and doing all the hard work and getting all the dealers and. It's a little tough when you get this many players that you do have to really scrounge for dealers once in a while because it's hard to know what you're gonna get for numbers.
Yeah, no, it's a great turnout. Definitely appreciate it. I mean, we've been involved in one way or the other. Me, Steve, Corey, since the beginning when we were doing it back at the Knickerbocker. We've changed time of year, changed venues. I mean, but we still. I think this is still the 12th annual.
12th annual this year.
Yep.
Yeah, we started out. We played this tournament on Black Friday for. I think like 8 or 9 years. We were running at the Knicker then, and we had to limit the number of players at that time. The state rules were I think we could only have a $12,000 prize pool. So first years we ran it, we limited the numbers to 100 players, and then. We let a few sneak in, but they were knowing that 100% of their buy-in was going to
the donation.
The donation.
Gotcha.
And there was never one person that ever questioned that.
No, that's fantastic. So,
thank you again to 701 and all the players that have played over all the years. I know that we're missing quite a few of them. There's a number of them in Vegas that would normally come and play this. I think they're playing for the Nationals for FBN or something.
Yep, there's definitely a few things going on this weekend. Some are gone for the Bison game, stuff like that. So, no, we definitely appreciate it. Appreciate your time in the booth here, Leroy, and I know you got some more raffles to go make some more money for the charity out there.
We do.
So.
Thanks again.
All right, appreciate it. Problems with the card readers. Thanks, Leroy. What's that?
Thank you.
6 are reading slow. Well, and I think some of them are, one of them potentially reading the wrong cards. 10 isn't reading at all. All right, back to solo action, I guess, here. Definitely going to be working through a few issues here on the next break to check out some of these cards, make sure the readers are working, so bear with us. Appreciate you guys. This equipment got hauled all over the state last weekend, and we could not get it functional last weekend. We had a few cable issues that we were working through, so this is our first test since Thanksgiving. But we've put a lot of miles on the table over since it was last operational. So we're still working through a few things. Appreciate appreciate the patience out there. Looks like Steve's gonna raise it up. Queen Jack offsuit. Josh Hall looking for a spot with his 9 bigs left here. Lucas, one of our sponsors from Ambitiously Lazy, picks up ace 10 in the big blind. He's on a pretty short stack, 14 bigs. He shoots them in there and gets a pretty quick fold out of Steve with the Queen Jack offsuit. Lucas up to 18 bigs. Josh with just 9. Everybody else pretty much average or higher. Jason Kramer joining me in the booth, it looks like.
Out of the fire and into the coals, is that?
Something like that. Clue you in here, Jason. We got a non-functioning seat number 10.
Oh, so seat 10's a mystery?
Yep, T10's. I mean, Tracy's usually a mystery. I mean, women are a mystery to us most of the time anyways.
100%.
So, yeah.
Oh, boy, there's McKenna pimping the tickets.
Yep. We got... we've had some back and forth already between Aaron and Don there.
Okay.
They've been battling it out. And either Steve in the 6th seat is either a super tight player and lay down ace king to a 9 big blind bet, or one of the cards might be misreading. He's actually moving his cards to the 8th spot and then moving them back. So, and like right there, Josh. I mean, I guess I don't know. Josh Hall with the Jack 10 of diamonds and just
playing off a short stack, right?
Yeah. So never know. Maybe he doesn't want to do it against the big stack on the big blind.
There's our qualifier from last night in seat 1.
Yeah, looking to he won one of our sponsor free roll seats here. He's gonna you raised it up to 6, and he got 4 bet. I saw up to 12K from our chip leader with ace king.
Zach. Who's Zach?
Zach is the 2 chair there.
Shirt. Okay. Haven't played with him too much, a little bit.
Nope, yeah, he's, I've seen him on the tour a few times, but he's chip leader at the table.
We got Lucas and Chuck at the table again.
Yes.
Lucas made the qualified last night, and part of the way through, he hit a gutter ball with the queen to knock Chuck out.
Oh, that's right. So against Chuck's top set, I believe it was.
Yes,
Chuck wants to make sure we remember.
So it's kind of funny they find themselves at the table again.
Looks like he's going to make the call here.
Ooh.
Dominated. Not going to want to see that king. He's looking for the...
calls off 12 with 6.6 behind.
Yeah, he's going to want to see that jack or...
Check.
All in a call. Lucas ships
Lucas only had 6.6 behind.
Yeah, Zach's going to call off. Picks up a gutter ball there. Needs the queen again like last night.
No queen this time.
Can't hit the queen gutter ball. Lucas is going to go down there.
Good run.
He was free rolling. No kidding.
I think he had fun today. We talked to him a little bit last night. He wasn't sure he'd be able to play it. I'm like, wow, you kind of have to.
I'm going to move Tracy.
Oh, okay. Pete's just going to move some people around a little bit. See if we can get that 10 seat open up since the cards aren't registering there.
Yeah, that's like best, right?
All right. New hand. Let's see what we have. Looking for the HUD. And it's not registering. Well, we'll play blind, I guess. Looks like a fold around to the small blind. One limper. Chuck limps in. Small blind, big blind call. We'll go off to the flop. Lost the HUD before. I'm not sure what fixes it or what doesn't fix it, but. Heidi, oh, there we go. Heidi was having some problems with the tracker. There we go. Everything's popped up now. I'm getting caught up. There it is. Chuck with the limp, small and big blind complete. Now we'll go off to a flop. Ace 9-10. Everyone just a big old whiff on this flop.
I'll tell you something about Chuck's limp. He got that at softball.
Yeah? Got to playing too much softball.
Yeah.
He likes the limp. Well, it looks like he's going to fire out here. He's probably going to take this down. There's not a lot of... Well, Zach did look him up. Chuck going to continue on the turn for 3K bet. That's going to get it done.
Zach's been playing pretty good. When he came to the table one earlier, he just started firing off and hitting hands like back to back for a while.
Yeah. It's good to get hot. I decided to save mine for tomorrow for the free roll, so I gave my chips away today. I wasn't trying to get greedy and win both, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking when
It's only fair.
You know?
Yeah, it's only fair.
I can't win both days in a row.
Yeah, they get mad.
You know. I told Chuck when I got knocked out of this table I was going to see him in a few minutes. So
Put the old hex on him. Chuck on the gun folds 7-3. Steve folds ace-6. Josh Hall in the hijack with ace-5 offsuit.
he's been holding tight all day. He's been playing pretty tight, but when he does play, you know he's got something.
Yeah, no, solid player. Just not looking to get involved with ace-5 offsuit in that spot. Not with his chip stack. He just doesn't have enough chips to really go to battle. He's got to pick a spot and catch a double up or two, and then he'll start battling a little more. Looks like just a complete fold around. No action on that hand. Yeah, Josh sitting there on the 9 big blind stack.
He's been there for the last hour, but
yep.
he's been pretty strategic in his play.
Yeah, he's not going to give them away, that's for sure. You're going to have to earn those last 9K. John trying to sort the action out. Chuck causing problems as usual.
I just want to punch him right in the face.
Just right in his face hole.
Just kidding, I love Chuck.
No, for sure. We talked last night. Good guy. Zach, running hot. You said he's playing well, and he's getting cards. It's a dangerous combination. Ace-Queen, raise the 3K. Aaron folds. Looks like everyone's a fold. Chuck with the 8-4. I can't imagine he's getting involved here, but you never know. Like I said, he's still going to think about it. No. Finds the right decision.
His strategy is to make it seem like he's got something.
Yeah.
So that later when he goes.
Listen, I'm laying down a big hand to you here. So you know, I wouldn't fold this to everyone, but
right.
I'm going to go ahead and let this 8-4 go.
Right, because I've seen how you're playing today.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it look foolish. So that 10-4 I beat Chuck with several years ago.
Yep, in the garage game.
I got it again today, and I was like, I got to play this. But then I punked out.
Maybe I should get involved. Josh under the gun with 10-9. Not a great hand under the gun. I'm going to let that go. Tracy with the mystery hand that we never know. She's going to fold. Zach, nothing. Aaron, not a lot. But Aaron finds the raise on the cutoff, which late position raise. Chuck just snap folds the king 9. Doesn't want to have any part of it. Pressure going to be on Josh here. He's going to come into the big blind. Although we're not playing the big blind ante today, so it's a little bit less. So it's not a 1,000 big blind, 1,000 ante. It's just the 1,000 big blind. So a little less pressure, but working off the short stack, he's still got over 10% of his chips in play. So he's going to be incentivized to play if he has anything of anything that's worth seeing a flop with.
Yeah, I'm guessing if he sees anything. Oh,
Quiet. Zach playing well and running hot. Picks up the queens. Oh, and
no.
Chuck.
Oh, good fold.
Oh!
He hates the jacks.
All right, something's wrong. No. That can't be right, can it?
Just on 3K.
But then Steve all right, I think we got some cards misregistered. Steve's 3-betting with queen 9. Chuck's folding jacks pre-flop.
Okay, yeah, something's going on.
Yeah, I'm a little suspicious as to whether our tracker is spot on. We might have some cards that are registered incorrectly would be my guess. Not 100%.
I've been watching them. They've been turned up.
Been accurate. I just don't see Chuck snap folding jacks in that spot, though. That's a little...
With as many hands as he's lost with the pocket jacks, I believe it.
Just hates them? Just hates them? Okay, maybe.
But, I mean, it could be a reader error.
Yeah. We're just going to be paused for a second. There we go. We're back. So, Steve. All right. So, Zach's got the flush draw with his queens, which are already good. 4 on the turn. Zach's got the check mark. The only way he can lose is if he folds. Oh, yeah, something's not good, right?
Have the case queen? Yeah, I don't think that's...
All right, so obviously we got some cards misregistered because now we went, given the cards, we thought he'd fold there, but Steve re-raises. And then Zach comes back over the top for a 3-bet for 25K. Now it's Steve's action to call here. Yeah, we definitely have something. Be interesting to see these hands turned over if we can get some video of them and see what the heck they actually have.
Correct. Like I registered that he folded ace king of hearts wrong earlier. No,
Same guy.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
guy. So,
Which actually doesn't matter. So
that's just the backs of them.
Could not make out what those were.
No, I don't think he folded them face up. I don't think.
Okay. Could run out and ask him.
10 minutes ago, what'd you fold against?
What did you fold to that 25K river bet? He probably remembers big enough. Yeah, Chuck's just not laying jacks down there pre either.
Not with the action that it was at here.
Wasn't big enough.
So we definitely seeing some interesting. We're gonna have to do a lot of speculation here.
Yeah, we'll wing it. We'll jack links it. We got the 10 seat, doesn't register anyway. Just play it all blind.
Could just turn them all off. It's reading some of the stuff right though, but
Yeah, I'll have to unbreak. We'll have to check it and see if we can re-register the deck. Unless you have one registered already, you can switch it out. Back up.
not sure if it is or not. I don't believe we
So now
registered
we
it
don't
back
have
up.
we don't have the HUD at all. But it might be that HUD you just got behind because that happened before. But
Maybe I was talking. Oh, I'm not talking to her.
Josh trying to stay awake. Wake up, Josh. You don't have a lot of chips. You guys stay sharp. So it looks like a fairly big pot. Not knowing what the cards are, but 10 seed is.
We got Tracy and
Tracy.
Aaron here.
Yeah, Tracy's getting some chips in the pot. She probably usually has a little something.
Sort of face card on the river, I saw.
Looked like it.
She's gonna fire a little tiny bet into Aaron.
A little 3K. Horrifying. He's like, I don't want to pay her off. Tracy's super solid. She's probably got a big hand here. This pot goes to Tracy. We don't know the hands, but this pot goes to Tracy. Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
she has king 10 and it went runner 10 king.
Okay.
I did
Checks
see
out.
this one. Well, that good-looking guy, yeah,
the good-looking guy that's bothering Heidi.
correct.
Got you.
And then I caused a misdeal right here, basically.
You just run around causing chaos. We did not get Gina out in the field today. I didn't see her.
Yeah, she wasn't feeling the best, and
Okay.
we a little sitter situation. We
All
had
right.
to sit her late today, but not enough time to get her out here.
Ah, gotcha. You gotta look up the wife. The wife's doing nannying on the side. So as a side gig. Still recovering from the back surgery a little bit, but doing well.
Yeah.
Oh, is this what you? This is you.
This is me.
This is you. This is
Well,
all
she
on
was
you?
trying to hand enter Tracy's cards so people could see them, even though we couldn't see any of the cards. And I don't know if that messed up what was going on. We eventually got it fixed
He's like,
here.
no, I messed this up. Watch this. Yep. Let me screw you up real good. And click cancel on this. And click forward on that. This is where Heidi slaps you.
Yeah, I got a good idea though.
Uh-oh.
While we're gonna
Run it.
run a commercial.
Why not? Randy's Diner.
There we go. Did you go there for breakfast this morning?
We drove by. It was so packed. We drove by. We're like, ah.
We're
we
gonna
didn't
be
have
late
enough-
for the tournament.
Yeah, we didn't have enough time to eat, but that was the plan. Me and Chris McGurk were gonna
Gurker?
go. Yeah, we're gonna have breakfast there, and he drove by. He's like, it's pretty packed. I'm like, all right. So we ended up at the Blarney Stone instead
Yeah.
for a little down step from there, but jump back to the live stream.
And look at that, we got cards again.
Hey, Aaron Rapp, King 6, nothing to go there under the gun. That's gonna go in the muck.
Yeah, looks like they're. I mean, most of the hands, I believe, here.
Yeah, most of them check out except for the one hand.
Well,
Well, Chuck's calling with 1,000 with 7 deuce.
I don't think so.
Chuck stepping out of bounds with 7 deuce.
You think that's real?
It's not real. It's not happening. I don't even believe Zach has a king because he probably bets this flop. Chuck gonna fire away with a 7 deuce. He's courageous, but I don't think he's that courageous.
And Tracy with the mystery hand, and I mean, I can believe Zach might have the
Zach
king
could
now.
call. I mean, that's legit. I'm just not buying the 7
Well,
deuce.
now we'll see if he really does have
Oh,
king
he's got the
3.
flush draw with the deuce of hearts. Well, checks around the turn. Tracy's gonna bet with the mystery hand, also known as the best hand.
Zach, if that's accurate, he's. That checks out that he folds the 7 deuce. We'll
It does
see.
at that point. Tracy calls.
That does look like a king 3 there.
It does. It does. So Zach hands checks out, and he made 2 pair on the turn.
They're trying to enter Tracy's cards right now. We'll see. They shipped him to Zach, so Zach, I'm pretty sure that is an accurate king 3 there.
Chuck's like, I was just playing 7 deuce. I don't know what you want from me.
Zach up to 162. That's when average is like 40 right now.
That's a stack. And his buddy that he brought for the sponsor tournament said that, no, not his buddy. Sorry, he was in here talking.
Lucas?
Chuck's buddy. Yeah, Lucas is here doing commentary. He said Zach's been playing well, and then I sat down, and then he got hit by a couple big hands. So like it's nice to play well and then run well at the same time. It's a little lethal combination. Almost looked like the 25K chips and yellows.
I don't think any of those are in play yet here.
No, they look yellow on the table there, though.
A little bit.
Don, A7. Josh working off the small stack here. He's going to have to find something soon.
Oh, see?
Chuck finds another premium.
I don't think Chucks are reading correctly.
I kind of believe 5-3, though. I mean, it's not way out of Chuck's range. Zach raising with King Jack. That checks out. Aaron Rapp with King Jack. Probably just a smooth here. No, all in.
Oh, shipping him.
Okay, that's
We're gonna
36.
refresh the stream here because I don't think Chuck's gonna make the call with the 3-5.
No. Aaron with the straight ship with 36 bigs.
That's kind of surprising.
I wouldn't have guessed it. Zach.
Zach will actually like his call probably if he actually did.
Yeah, he has a monster stack. Yeah, King Jack suited. I'm not sure I ship it there, but touche, it won.
Yeah, I don't. I probably just flat there with position on him, I guess.
I mean, unsuited, I probably just fold the King Jack. Suited, I probably just smooth, see a flop. I got some options. So
I guess Chuck is behind you there. That limped in. I mean, I guess you're just trying to. Maybe you're just trying to isolate there.
Maybe.
It's a little squeeze play.
Don't hate it. I mean, I love to play. I'm not sure I would make it, but he made it happen. Good turnout. What did we end up with, Pete?
The last number I saw was 145.
145.
So I'm not sure if that's accurate. We'll get the prize pool posted
That's going to be
here at the next
unique.
break.
Those are unique entries.
Correct.
There's no rebuys, no add-ons.
Nothing
just
like that.
145 people coming out to support Leroy in the Cowboy Up charity event.
Correct. Josh Hall shipping it here with King 8 from the hijack.
Josh in the hijack, so he's running out of time. He's going to get called by nines? Aaron.
Zach flatted with 5-6, and now Aaron's gonna isolate here. Zach gonna get out of the way, and
Josh gonna need to find a
king in a hurry, if that's what those are.
if the cards are correct.
Correct. Which I don't.
I've seen him fold some cards. King 8 seems hard, but maybe.
That's a lot of help there.
That is just. Nine's a bad card, and Josh is getting up. So, yeah. Whatever it was. B9 was a killer. He'll be back.
He might be back here.
Maybe.
Josh was a great announcer earlier on.
Red River Valley. Right?
Yes.
I think him and Adam Lasky did a little commentary.
Yep.
Listen to some of that. They did a good job.
They did excellent work.
Josh will be back tomorrow. I know for sure. We got some free roll chippies to get into the tournament. So.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. We haven't even talked about that yet. So today is the Cowboy Up tournament. Tomorrow is the 701 Season 3 Championship free roll, where we give away the $11,000 poker package to first place, along with another $4,000 to the rest of the final table.
Season 3, nice.
It's crazy. 3 seasons.
Who won the first major 701 poker tournament out in Harwood?
Would that be you?
That'd be me.
We got the
Yours
first ever.
Still got the trophy at home.
Inaugural champion.
I might bring it tomorrow. Just to
card protector.
Intimidate people a little
there
bit.
You go.
Little card protector. It's a good idea. I'm glad you came up with that.
Okay, now I believe Chuck's cards. This time I believe.
Well, that makes more. Whoa, flopping the oh my God.
Oh
my
wow.
God. Gutter ball and a flush draw against top set.
Yeah, Chuck's put on the I don't know face.
Maybe what should I do here?
They're probably getting them all in there. If this is accurate.
This chip should all go in. That's just a
and
call.
A call.
Nope, all in a call. Okay.
All in a call. I mean, this one played
Big
itself.
Pot. 94K pot.
Look at Chuck's 66. Oh, can he hold on? Needs to avoid a 9 spade.
He does. It's a deuce.
Wow.
Deuce. Chuck gonna win a big pot. 94,100 chip pot approximately.
That's how you do it, Lucas. All right.
Yeah, I didn't get that lesson from him.
God dang it, Lucas! You need to get your crap together. Some new players coming in. It looks like. What do we got coming in here? Oh, I played with him before. I'm terrible with names though. I'll have to get the name registered. Good guy. Oh, yeah, Chuck's like, yeah, that was the plan the whole time. I'm just gonna have 10, and I'm just gonna 10.
Yeah, that worked out pretty well.
I want to catch the sets. That was against our chip leader, is that right? No. Who did Chuck win that through?
He just knocked out Aaron. It
that
showed that he
Aaron.
didn't have him covered, so he must have had a few things. It looked like Aaron had him covered by like 10K or something, I
gotcha.
thought. So Working through those issues.
Hey.
Bringing in some players. What do we got? We're six-handed now. They just brought in one.
Yep.
Hopefully they can fill the 3 and the 9. Where we have Tracy. I didn't move her over from the 10 to the 1 earlier because I knew we'd just keep adding players. So
Gonna be the same issue. Someone new coming in, right?
correct. Justin Cole is in the looks like in the 1 chair now.
That is his name. Yep. Solid player. Played with him before. K Deuce. It's not 7 deuce, but it's close enough. He says.
Yeah, small blind versus big
There you
blind
go.
here.
Raise it up. Easy game. Raise it,
it up.
take it. And he shows him. Had a king. What do you want from me?
I thought the 7 deuce was the best hand.
7 deuce is not the best hand. No, it's not.
Chuck launches up the leaderboard. They're up to 100K.
Some big stacks. Chuck and Zach. Zach's at 150,000. Chuck's got right approaching 100,000. Some big stacks. 100,000 representing five soldiers on the battlefield. 20K starting stack. So Chuck's got almost 5 people's worth of monies sitting in front of him.
Is that Schmidt there? Brendan Schmidt? Yeah.
It is the Brandon of the Schmidts.
He was our season 1 free roll winner. Speaking of that was fortuitous timing.
Was the season 1? Was that a 10K seed also?
That was a
It
10K
was. So you
seed,
started
yeah.
season 1 straight up 10K.
Straight up 10K.
None of the money comes out of the prize pool. None of the money comes from the players. None of the money comes from the sponsors.
That is all
Straight
from
up 701.
all 701 basically, given back to the players there.
Yep. And I'll preach to anyone that listened to me. Any table I deal to is out in Minot, dealing there, I'm dealing Fargo, and I'm like, they want to talk about poker tours. I said, hey, you want to talk about free roll? 701's got the best game in town by far.
I definitely appreciate that. I mean, we tried to build it so that we are essentially trying to give back pretty much everything we can to the players here. So I mean, and we're building it, how we wanted a poker tour to be ran. Good tournaments, and then something to play for. We're at the end of the year. That 11K seats. You're just not everybody can afford to do that all the time. So that's something to play for. We expect a huge turnout tomorrow. I mean, we got almost 400 people going to end up be qualified for it. We anticipate getting close to 200 in that free roll. I mean, obviously top heavy with 11K up top for first. I think it goes down to a couple of $1,000 prizes after that, but definitely something to play for, and can make kind of not probably a dream come true, but a lot of these players aren't going to play an 11K seat unless they win one.
I wouldn't
so.
sell yourself too short there. 10K seat would be a dream of mine come true.
Yeah.
I think I final tabled last year, got within sniffing distance. It was a little brutal, but 10K seat, $1,000 travel expenses, another $3,000 or $4,000 in added seats throughout the year, whether it's MSPT, future S701 events. You can't beat it. $0 in, walk in the door, sit down, take care of your dealers, throw a little bit in the tip jar so you have someone to deal for you. Otherwise, it's self-dealt, which no one wants to deal with.
No one likes that. Most of our dealers actually qualify, so they end up doing double duty, deal and play, which, sometimes you almost have to do that. It's hard to find some dealers that aren't qualified for this. When we're talking 18 tables, we're probably going to be firing up tomorrow.
No, that's my plan. I got some stacks qualified through, but I told Steve and Pete that, let me know. I'll play a deal for as long as you need me, and we'll just go from there. No one wants to pass that deck trying to deal from the 8 seat, 7 seats, a nightmare.
To reset the stream here, if you notice that we're doing about that every 10 minutes or so. There's a little glitch in the thing where we have to reset it, that we're going to be continuing to troubleshoot here. Looks like Heidi's trying to get a player added and get things situated here. Got somebody coming into the 3 seat after Brandon came into the 9 seat. Zach's picking up another hand. Chip leader picks up pocket 8s. Going to make it a standard 3X. Fold, fold, fold. Interesting. Jack 4 on the button.
I mean, possibly. I mean, it could be accurate. Jack 4. At least he's on the button. It's not way out of line, at least.
I guess we'll see. what transpires. Maybe. Gonna call from the button with just any 2 cards and hope to put a move on or something.
Zach just folds the 8s there.
They must have said that wrong because Zach's stacking the chips. So I think Heidi pushed the button wrong there.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was like,
That'll work. That's good.
we need to get Brandon away from the mic is what we need. Calm down, Brandon.
Who do we pick up in the 3 chair there? Can't remember his name.
1, 2. Oh, that is. Oh my God, he has an old Corvette that he drives. Good guy. Terrible with names. That's not Zach. We know that. It's going to be. Did we get the name registered?
Depends on how fast they fold him here.
Mystery not solved. Oh,
Ken.
Ken.
Yeah, there we go. Ken Eglin.
Yep. Plays all the Grand Forks tournament area tournaments. Comes down here for several of them. Super good dude. Played a lot of poker hands with him. Brendan Schmidt. We got the shades. We got the hoodie. Well, we need some headphones.
See, now I believe that was probably registering, right? Because I believe that. I mean, that's a button. That's a button play.
That makes sense.
There for Brandon. Brandon's got a wide range of moves there.
Brandon rocking out the Minnesota Vikings outfit. That's pretty bold. Bold timing. Bold timing. Cool. We got Chris in the background, probably looking to jump on him. You know, he's got the Packers fan.
Can't be too happy how your Commanders faltered here at the end of the year, huh?
My Lord. My Lanta. Yeah, a little rough.
They're not even starting Wentz tomorrow.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
Is he done there
We're not
now?
going- oh, yeah, he's gone.
He's gone.
He's got
Gonzo.
no money guaranteed next year. He is, I don't know. He might just be done. He might find himself a backup job in the league somewhere, which would be okay. But I think his life as a starter is over, and that's spoken as a tried and true NDSU fan. I am not hanging on to any more hopes of that being a dream. Just not going to happen. Too many injuries. Just didn't work out. Kid's got talent. Just didn't work out. But he's also cleared close to $100 million, so you can't feel too sorry for him.
Yeah. I bet he catches on somewhere as a.
He might be a backup if he wants to. Otherwise, I think he might just go back to North Dakota and go hunting and fishing, and he'd probably be happy doing that.
This is in Tracy with the mystery cards raised on the button. Justin comes along, King, Queen of clubs, and checks it to her with top pair. Pretty good kicker here. He's got kings and threes with the queen.
Justin 3.6. Oh, Tracy bet. Tracy bet 3.6. Justin the call 3.6.
He's got to like that there.
Okay. You can't put Tracy on a 3. That is not in Tracy's
Correct.
range.
Slow playing it there. Tracy checks behind, so
Tracy has a lot of aces. Ace king to king queen maybe. Let's see. Tracy bets she has an ace. I think it goes check. Tracy did not bet.
ace. I see an ace of spades. Aces and threes.
I told you.
Terrible card for Justin.
No, Tracy's got all the aces in her range there.
Yeah, probably something like ace
Jack,
10,
ace 10.
yeah, probably.
Yep.
Good river card for her.
Haven't heard
Justin was slow playing her and ends up.
which is not like
Tracy's
not my target to slow play. Like Tracy's gonna play pretty straightforward.
correct.
So if I have a hand, I'm gonna bet it and just get her out of the hand, pick up the pot, and she's gonna let me know if she has me beat. And then we got Brandon causing problems as usual. Okay, little discussion around the length of the breaks and blinds and such. The good and bad news is Leroy tournaments draw such a big crowd that you don't have as much time to play. You kind of have to shorten up the breaks to get it done before 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you.
Because he just gets too many. He gets too many people coming over. Huge Minnesota contingent came down. Some players from Grand Forks, and then the Fargo crowd turned out in droves to support his cause.
Zach getting a little frisky in the small blind, but blind against blind picks it up. Oh, well, I guess he was right.
It's tough. He had him crushed,
I know.
dominated.
As you can see, VPIP stands for voluntarily putting in chips in the pot, basically. And Zach's right at the top there with 40%.
Which, you have that chip stack.
Correct.
You give me 100, 150K, I'm gonna be in that 40 percentile.
Yep.
I'm gonna put the pressure on the peoples. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7-handed. Oh, there's McKinnis. Flinging out some more tickets.
8-handed here.
8-handed, okay.
Yep. Last time I saw out there, they were at 9 tables. So
Okay.
that means we're, in the 70, 80 player range. Steve's probably, if he even has had time, probably working on those payouts since registration is closed. We've got, I see, a third survivor probably going. Typically on these days, since there's no re-entries, they run anywhere from 8 to 12 survivors. So if you're out there watching, want to get in on some action, come on down still. So what we got going on here? Justin raising it, King 9. He's got a call from Ace 3, King Queen, and
Ken's usually pretty snug, but I think you have to at least peel a flop here with King Queen.
yeah, and we're gonna see a four-way flop here.
Garbage.
4, 4, 5.
Zach with the G ball, and the King Queen in the lead.
Thought about firing it.
Yeah, whoever's gonna sniff first is gonna
Correct.
sneeze at it. No. Orphan pot. Someone adopt it. There you go. Zach said all the chips in the world. He's like, why not? It's a weird. Tiny announced them. Tiny finally show up in the field.
Nobody in major danger. Everybody had 20 bigs at least, so pretty deep right now on this table. Most of the shorties have moved on. Looks like they're seating another survivor. I see. Kirk getting in on some more action.
Never short of action, right? Steve, 7-4, nothing there.
Blinds have gone up 6 and 12 now, so.
Okay, this is probably the level where you start dropping some players.
Yeah. Ooh, Brandon. Yeah.
I saw the same thing you did.
Just cold. Just doesn't like tens.
Just
I guess.
snap folding tens. Tens and jacks are not playable at the future table. Just
Don't think that was right.
snap fold them.
Tracy came in, I think I saw for 7,000.
Ace 10 just folded too. Well, maybe he knew that Don had aces. We gotta get rid of these tens. That's just next level stuff from Brandon, I think, right? It showed Tracy folded Ace 10.
Well, Tracy raised, so somebody else folded.
Okay.
I think it was Justin.
Someone else folded.
Now I can see folding Ace 10 to 7K. Now that
Right.
one's believable.
That one's believable.
The tens folding to not
But
even calling.
Tracy's raising range is pretty snug here, so I think anything she's raising with, she's probably she's got 67K. You probably have to call off here with
I would think so.
Tracy's range. Tracy's ace queen or better.
I don't believe Chuck's trying to get some Hollywood time in. I don't really believe those cards are correct.
Not Jack 6 of hearts.
Probably not. So take it easy.
Get a little ambitiously lazy time in.
Could be.
It's like, hey.
Oh. Tracy's weren't good enough. Let's see if
No.
is he gonna show him? Well, he is gonna show him.
Let him know. Let him know.
Good laydown by Brandon on those tens, huh?
Tracy, look at Tracy. What do we say that? Oh no, maybe she has about 50, 60K. Okay.
Josh talking.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to see who else was around. What do you do? Yeah, I can probably find someone to take over. All right. All right. Back to no HUD. Is that what we're working with here? Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, God. Stuff's happening.
Little slow.
Little. All right.
Really? Zach, really, with aces?
Zach
I mean,
with
chip leader?
The monster chips with aces. Force fold. Assume.
Assume
Queen 3.
fold.
Yeah. Brandon's holding court.
And we're going to see if that's real, but Queen 3 defends from the big blind. I guess we'll see.
I mean, maybe.
Could be.
Maybe.
Some of these cards might be broken, too, or something. You know, like I've seen quite a few people peeling them.
Back real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough on the decks.
Wow.
Jeez.
25,000 and boom.
25,000
So then
for
I
a
might
7K pot?
I might believe the Queen 3 there.
That's a little hot. 25,000 in a 7K pot.
It is.
Zach's just like, I'm just going to pick this up now. If you want to call me, let's play for stacks.
Zach looks pretty smug. I think he told him he had aces there, which I believe. It's probably accurate.
Assuming cards are accurate, he's picked up some big hands since I sat down. Queens.
There might just be a
aces.
couple spots like Chuck's and Brandon. You know, a couple of those spots over there haven't really been
Listen,
reading.
Brandon sniffed out those aces. He just folded them pre-flop. That's how good he is. If you're Zach, does everything you look down at, is it just not like, man, I could win with this? I could win with this. Like
Queen 10 of spades. I mean, that's.
You give me 155K. I'm playing a lot. I'm VPIPing about 60-70%. I'm just gonna punish the table until someone teaches me different.
Yep.
King Queen.
See,
All right.
don't.
All right.
I think something's wrong with that.
Yeah, the snap fold of King Queen's a little suspicious. And Brandon calling with Jack 6 from the big blind. Okay, less suspicious.
Zach has been raising a lot, and
Yeah. Yep. Okay, we're off to the turn. So
they went
Brandon,
check.
Queen 10 is ahead. Brandon's gonna fire and take it
And
down.
win it.
Fire the gutter ball.
Guess so. Whatever it was, it worked. I mean, Zach showed a little opening there by not c-betting it. So
Check flop. Brandon's just gonna take advantage of that.
Brandon can do that,
Looks weak.
whether or not those were his cards or not.
Right, yeah,
He could still do that.
Yeah, with any cards, right?
Brandon plays the players a lot more than the cards a lot of times.
Successfully.
Correct.
But he still doesn't want me at his table.
Jeez.
Ace Queen. Jesus. Zach.
I'm pretty sure his cards have been reading right.
I think they are, and he's just crushing the deck. Is just crushing him. Run hot, kid, right?
Okay, that's 3 raises in a row. Aces, Queen 10 of spades,
An Ace Queen.
and Ace Queen.
Ken with the call with 9-8. Love the little fucking, excuse the language. Love the 9-8 call there. Little suited 9-8.
I'm gonna reset the stream here. Brandon
Brandon
looking
waking
at
up with Ace 10 is what
Ace
it
10 if
says.
that's
We'll
accurate.
See. He folded 10s earlier, so we'll see what he does with Ace 10.
and maybe the 10s are reading wrong or
Could
something.
be.
But it looks like he was getting ready to put in a call, and he. Oh,
Did not. Yeah, 10s are suspect.
yeah, I think that.
Tracy just cold calls out of the big blind. 4-4 deuce. A lot of take it bet it, take it situation here, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Zach continues. Assuming the cards are correct, Zach continues. Ken hit none of that with a 9-8 of diamonds. And then the mystery hand of Tracy also folds.
Rich getting richer.
Zach just stacking chips.
They're going to start not believing him, but look at that, 36%. I mean, and Justin just walked in.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I think Steve announcing $780 for the 50-50 raffle that somebody won, according to yelling.
Sounds like it. It wasn't me.
I can't say it wasn't me. I was in with McGurk, so, I mean, I have a chance.
It didn't sound like McGurk screaming.
Maybe it was my daughter. Maybe she knew that we won, maybe. Come on, Kenna, bring some money home.
Jeez. I mean, I don't know if I continue playing the hot streak for Zach here.
How do you not?
I mean, that's under the gun, Queen 10 offsuit. Yeah. He's like, I got to take one off here.
They're gonna get really suspicious. It looks like he has the best hand. King 6, but I like Queen 10 better than King 6.
Pretty sure I saw 2 10 of clubs.
So we definitely have a registration
Potentially,
issue.
yeah.
The 10s have been giving us fits.
And here we go. No matter what, I'm going to raise here. Or it was something different, but I swear I saw 2 10 of clubs on that hand. So,
Little pinochle deck.
yeah, maybe.
Sub that in with the 1-1. See what the fireworks happen.
I think that was present on the pocket 10s and that ace 10. So, and that was on Zach's hand, the queen 10 there. I actually thought he would have actually played it.
Right.
So.
So Zach figures he's probably due for a big hand here. Nope, he folded. Okay. Chuck with the mystery hand. More mysteries. Steve with nothing. Brandon King 8 gonna fold. Tracy with, okay, now we're going straight Jack Links.
Mystery versus mystery.
Oh, Justin wakes up with an ace. Says, yeah, let's play for the
And
min.
Zach, of course, just ace 8. One of his worst hands lately.
Yeah, poor guy. Poor guy only has ace 8. King, Jack.
Justin with the nut flush draw.
Man, someone wake up with the king here. We get a big pot. Chuck
Definitely
or Tracy.
could.
King's way in Tracy's range. Although Chuck's representing the king.
Chuck's going to c-bet it here. 2,500. Tracy calls. Justin's not going away. Is he going to re-raise here, though? Or just flat?
What's he working off? 32K? I probably see a card here.
I at least see one.
It might get a little blasty on this turn, though, depending on when it comes.
Ooh. Total error for Justin now.
Oof.
He's going to check and hope for a free one here.
That felt like a please don't bet again check. Like
Nope.
the demeanor.
Guess who's got the king, I think.
Tracy. Tracy. 3-6. That's a small bet. 3-6 into does it update? So that's the total pot now. So 3-6 into what was like 12-3 somewhere in there.
Yeah. I'm not sure I love that because I gotta assume that Tracy's got the king, right?
Like I don't mind the play, but I don't love it against Tracy. I can't make that play against Tracy because she has so many kings in the spot and you just never get an off. So you have no fold equity.
And she calls, which
and she has a king, right?
is gonna need a diamond pretty much, we would assume.
Yes. John with the delay. Oh.
Oh. Gotta assume it's a diamond if they're counting it. Can't see. Oh, 4 down. I mean, king, queen.
King, queen, king 10, ace, king. I mean, her range is pretty tight there. I don't think she's making any of those plays without a king in her.
Yeah, I'm not sure. didn't have a lot of outs there. I heard somebody say they also folded 2 diamonds, so he was drawn pretty thin. Seven outs at most.
Good to run good.
Like, got to make sure that they don't pair the board as well if Tracy had that king.
If she had the king, yeah, there's a few less outs.
The way she snap called, you got to assume that it was a king with a pretty big king.
Tracy's not getting in with anything less than that. Raised to 4.
Looks like it.
Random loss of the HUD. Is it just Heidi not getting caught up because it's just too wondering?
That's the problems we were having in Minot.
Minot.
Yeah. Cable issues.
Trying to wow.
Oh.
7 spot is all in. And he had those 20-some K, so he's got at least 20-some. Who's in the tank here? Is it Brandon? Brandon folds.
And we don't
Oh,
not.
by Tracy. Okay.
No.
No?
I
Chips
think
are in
that's-
front of her.
I think that's Brandon's chips.
Those are Brandon's chips. Okay. So all in. Chuck. Chuck called. Oh. Looks like Chuck. Whatever happened, it appears Chuck is going to take it down.
No, I don't think that's Chuck. I think that is.
No?
Those chips are going toward Brandon, I believe.
Oh, God. I thought Brandon. The Tracy's chips.
They are Tracy's chips.
Only,
and it looks like.
only the finest here at 7-1. We're just guessing. We're just winging it.
I saw Ace.
Well, if it's right, in about 5 seconds, it should say 80 now.
Oh, yeah, he's doing it?
I think so.
He bought 50.
Eric Anderson shouting out on the chat, watching from Dallas. What's up, Eric? We're trying to work through our issues on your table here, bud.
Eric. Eric, we miss you.
We got some cards misreading. We got spots not reading.
Sus Gong Show. Please put Will Hall at the table. Will was doing okay. He might get there.
As long as he makes final table.
Marcy Paulson, frequent player of the 701, is in Lake Havasu. Wish I was there.
We are
warmer.
we are not getting any. Check with Heidi real quick, see if she was having some issues.
He gave you
I'm gonna go check with Heidi, see if. Real quick.
All right. Just want to put it on pause for a minute, or
Just what?
or you want me to wing it?
Well, because he had.
Towards the back. All right. Let me see if I can find you a wingman. I got to talk to Joshua. Okay.
Shoot.
There we go. Looks like the cards are back. Filtering through quite a few players here on this table already.
Well, they're not going to be proud for at least 10 minutes.
All right, back to the action here. We are going to make some changes on the break. Once we change out the players, we're going to re-register the table, re-register the decks here. We know we got some cards that are misreading here. Over to Brandon. King 10. Now, a 10 of clubs we know is suspect. Because the call, and they're going to go to the flop 2. They get to the turn. Zach's going to make Broadway here. I don't think they put a lot of chips in the rest of the way here. Chips over that way. Brandon had second pair.
No, it's not a horseshoe. It's just horse shit play by me.
would be why we don't have any cards showing up. Nobody at the action tracker. Heidi's been trying to fix a few things here. Over to and take it down. Standard button play there for Chuck. Darcy coming in for John, switching up dealers here. Looks like we're winding down action at the. Looks like I'm getting a new cohort in the booth, so we got to break him in on all the nuances of what's going on in this. So it's definitely some interesting action here. Tracy's one of the ones that her hands aren't registered. Justin hits the 7 on the turn. He's gonna fire out a bet and take that one down. So we're just going to start talking about, so we got the free roll after today. We got the free roll tomorrow. We talked about that quite a bit. Next Saturday, Walcott at Bruiser's Bar at noon Saturday the 14th. We got a $165 total, 150 add-on for $40K, or have a 150 rebuy for $30K. So it is going to be a little bit limited seating. It's been a while since I've been in Bruisers. I think probably since the last party bus I took there, and I don't exactly remember how big it is in there. But Eric, you have any idea what the size of Bruisers is?
I can't place ever being in the bar, to be honest with you.
So got a new location there as our first point event for season 4. And then we'll talk about the weekend after the big season 4 kickoff event, the premier event for the kicking it off. We'll talk about that in one hand. That's why I'm skeptical here. So we got a bunch of limpers here, it looks like. Chuck's cards now also not registering, even though they were working before. His has stopped coming through. So we got a couple blind hands here and a couple others. A lot of limpers here. Chuck betting with mystery cards on the Jack 5-3 board. See, I don't quite see Brandon making that call with 9-10 there on this board.
No, that would seem. And it's the 10 of clubs that's not reading out the 9 of spades, you said, right?
That's what I believe. I wouldn't be surprised if Brandon has Jack 9 here. Pocket 9s. Chuck's firing out a bet, and I see a blue chip going in, so a raise to 10,000. What do you think he raises that with then? I mean, if we're not there to Brandon. So as you can see there, Don on the bottom, Zach on the top of the chip counts as I reset the stream here and start talking about our season 4 kickoff. So the one I wanted to talk about is the Friday night event, the Flip and Go tournament. First time ever. We're trying one of these. We're playing. This has become popular at the World Series of Poker, doing these Flip and Goes. I believe doesn't. Each entry to the flip and go gets basically everybody gets 1,000 in the chips, and every player is all in on the first hand. So the winning player basically moves on to round 2. So it's basically like 50 actually in the money already, basically. So that's going to go from 5 to 7 on Friday night. I'll talk about it a little more. Don's moving it in. It's like folding around so far.
22 bigs is enough where you wouldn't have to do that with something besides jacks.
Correct. They're getting a count here. Fold, fold, fold. I think around to our chip leader in the small blind is considering. Ace queen, okay. Yep, that's I anticipate a call out of Zach here once they've counted it up. 35,000. I mean, it's not a insignificant amount for Zach. But I do believe he's got like 160,000. Listen to Steve here. 146 entries. Did you say top 12? Is that what I heard? No, it must be top
20.
Top 20, okay.
I believe that's what he said was 20. 12 wouldn't be enough, I don't believe.
No, that, I mean, even if you go 10 or 15% would be, right, it would be, 20 players would be like 12%. So that's probably about right.
I think we just got a call.
Looks like it. Ace queen versus jacks, pretty much a normal flip here.
I think Ken still had chips in the middle of them.
Gotcha.
And I think he folded. I think that's part of what the
hold up was there. All right, let's see. King jack. Gonna need that 10 ball.
There's a 9.
Close. A 10 and a 10 alone if the cards are reading right here. And that is gonna be a double up for Don. And just like that, up to 75K. Zach, even after that double up, still in the chip lead with 131 here. And I see blinds are now 816, so we must have, we're in the final level of this this feature table. We're running each one for 3 40-minute levels.
I'm guessing one of those cards is not reading quite right. Although he is engaged in a conversation at the moment. I believe Tracy raised to 4,200. Tracy, of course, with mystery cards. We believe Ken hits none of that. Believe Tracy is reaching for chips. She bets out. Tracy bets 4,200 according to the dealer, so I'd imagine it's going to be tough for Ken to call if his cards were reading accurately, which they appear to have been as he folds. They are going to try to correct. Right on.
I missed anything big? Can't tell sometimes.
Not anything real big, just a couple small pots.
Gotcha. At the table stuff, and then we'll probably come back in about an hour or so once we go off the air after this. Looks like we got a new player at the table. I didn't see him sneak in there. Seat 7-8, whatever he's using for his cards. So, I'm not familiar with him. But we'll see. We got some big stacks out there. We're doing the best we can with what we got. We'd hate to take them off the table. I mean, we don't want them to miss any time. So 90% of the things are working. So we'll go with that. Looks like Justin waking up with pocket sevens is gonna put in a raise. Tried to min raise and he didn't quite put in enough. So now he's got to complete the min raise. Zach then go with Queen Jack. A little surprising. Queen Jack offsuit for the chip leader, but Justin hasn't been really getting too much out of line here. Derek Workenthine. I haven't seen Derek at too many tournaments, that's for sure.
I'm not familiar with him either.
Most of the rest of the guys here, pretty familiar with. We got Derek's on the short stack, only 12 big blinds here, so we're going to see probably him in some motion here pretty quickly. Looks like on the clock, they got 30 minutes of real play left here, it looks like. Did you happen to hear what was up top? I'm guessing somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000.
Yeah, I think it was 44 or 47, something like that.
Nice.
Not bad for a day's work.
Nope. I mean, and the most important thing is they're raising a lot of money for Cowboy Up and the Roger Maris Cancer Center. So I see more survivors going. Heard the last 50-50 winner won something like $800 I saw years ago. So
that's pretty cool.
Justin Cole just get sevens again? The same two? Looks like it.
Can't believe you'd keep those two cards. I mean, I'm never sad when I look down at sevens, but I'm not really thrilled either.
Brandon not going to defend with the deuce 3.
Weird.
That's very unusual though. Same. I know I've looked this up before when I added aces back to back, but I know getting the same exact pocket pair, not even the same two cards exactly. I know
it's 50-50, right?
Pretty much, yeah. You either do
happens.
or don't.
Yep.
I guess in the words of Tim Jacobs. I didn't see Tim out here today. I wonder where he's at. But getting the same pocket, getting a pocket pair or getting pocket aces, I know, that's 1 in 200 or whatever. So, and then getting aces back to back is 200, 1 in 200 times 1 in 200. So that's 1 in 40,000. So, I mean, the odds of Justin getting the exact same 2 sevens is way up there. But 8-3, not going to play a 10 in a lot of pots just because Zach's been so active to his right. And I swear I saw 4 blue chips go in. Okay. Little big raise for Kenny. Ace 8. Brandon Schmidt with the... I think Ken just needed to remember what it was like to put chips in the pot, probably. That is probably the first time I've seen Ken play a hand so far in the hour he's been here, so...
And I'm sure Brandon was quite happy to have such a large race. It was easy to get away from the 6s.
Yeah, that makes 6s a lot easier. I mean, at best, you're coin flipping there, unless he's doing that with like deuces or something, but you're not going to pay that to find out. Ken plays a lot of tournaments up in the Grand Forks area. I'm not sure how familiar Brandon is with him.
Whatever dish that is. It's currently my acting. Just you telling the story. No, I didn't either. We enjoyed your story. Good. Yeah.
Over to Chuck. Heidi's told me that Chuck's cards are very slow registering or not registering at all, and obviously they have not been popping up most hands here. He's going to get a raise from the hijack to 36. Folds over to Brandon's ace-jack diamond lay down there. So
That's, I suspect we have the ace of diamonds is not reading accurately also. I don't know that, but I've seen Brandon lay down ace-jack and ace-10 that I thought he'd play. And I think it was the ace of diamonds both times.
could be. We also saw an ace-king earlier that somebody laid down. So Tracy's going to fire into this jack-10-7 board.
She's got ace-jack.
Ace-jack. That
King,
or jack.
probably king-jack, something like that.
Chuck's going to come along, so he's definitely got a piece of it. Some sort of draw, maybe. King-queen, something like that. 3.
That changes everything.
Yeah.
That makes a difference. Tracy's going to bet again.
That makes you believe she's got a pretty strong jack here. Jack-10, ace-jack. Something like that.
Chuck's going to think about it. He's wishing it was somebody besides Tracy betting.
Yep. And as we reset our stream here, we're going to take a look at our spot. Back to the action. We got, looks like about, we're on hand 45. Looks like 23 minutes left in this level. So winding down, these players have been on this feature table for an hour and 40 minutes now. Couple quick folds there over to Chuck. We're going to have to guess his hand again here.
He's going to pocket kings this time. Pretty sure.
Pretty sure?
Pretty sure.
You're getting a read off him?
Yep.
Interesting play by him with the call. Oh, and you said, yeah, that's a tight fold for Brandon Schmidt. So I don't think his hand is.
Has the wrong two kings. He's pretty.
I mean, he's very suspicious that Chuck's limping in. Yep. So he probably put him on aces and just wanted to get out of the way. So
pretty tight fold.
Yeah, I mean, I usually like to play the kings. I mean, second best hand in poker, but they're not the best.
You know, if I went to play my kings today, maybe I'd still be playing. Who knows?
Correct. That's what you got knocked out.
Just live down the street, so we got a little telepathy going.
There you go. Looks like Tracy raising it up, and Zach making the call with Jack-9. Interesting. So now we'll see if your read on Chuck was accurate here. If he had the kings, he's going to come along here. So we got a couple mystery hands, and Zach, the chip leader, with Jack-9, and says Queen Jack-3. Zach with middle pair. We're going to see. I mean, I don't doubt that his cards are accurate there. Looks like he bet 66. Chuck with his kings, according to Eric. I mean, those are all undercards, so. or quads. Tracy's going to come along.
I'm drawing pretty thin.
What do you think on Tracy there? Rips there on the turn. Yeah, that was a good laydown. Good, smart on the kings there. Now we're going to see what Tracy's going to do. If that was just a queen there, she can't be liking the jack pairing on the board. Last time we saw her show a hand. Tracy playing out of the Fergus Falls area. Her and her husband come to a lot of these in or 6 points, basically. She's going to lay it down. Probably a smart play, even if she had a strong queen there, but she sniffed out the trips. but gets you another 10K. So we're going with 25-minute blinds starting at noon tomorrow. Should be an exciting day. We've had a couple great representatives so far in Brandon Schmidt and Matt Wolf. Representing the 701 Poker Tour at the main event. It is a poker package of your choice. They've both decided in previous years to use it at the World Series main event. Back to the action here. Don getting out of the way. Chuck getting out of the way. Over to the short stack and Derek. 7-5. Says no thank you. Got to put in his money first. Stack with big lick. The old 6-9. Pocket 10s are accurate. Oh.
Might be, because
I think they might be accurate. Maybe that's the accurate 10 of clubs.
That's if we had two cards reading as a 10 of clubs, one of them would actually be the 10 of clubs. And I believe it's that one.
All right. We got somebody saying no. I know the Facebook live stream from Feature Table, and I think we put the link up there on 701. Those were both working. I know the YouTube was we caught one of them that was is it still green? Okay, yeah. So Chris, thanks for the heads up there. We did see that. Jump on Feature Table on Facebook, or I believe we got the link on 701. But the easiest way will be go to the Feature Table on Facebook if you can. We will try to get those issues worked out when we take our next break here. Ken going to get out of the way, and then looks like they're going to go heads up to a flop here with Zach and Don. Here we go. Queen 5 deuce. Zach hits middle pair. Don hit absolutely nothing. Zach bets, takes it down. That's how it run good, basically, Zach is. Justin Cole chipped up to 75K. I believe the average stack has got to be probably somewhere in that 60 to 70 range now. Got a couple short stacks and Zach on the big stack. So basically, this is the one that Daniel Negreanu likes. So round 2 starts at 7 o'clock. So basically, round 2 is a normal Texas Hold'em tournament with 20-minute blinds. So everybody that gets into round 2 is already in the money. You're in the money and you start climbing the cash ladder as other players are eliminated. Nobody can enter directly into round 2 though. So into that free roll. Advance to round 2 with up to 2 stacks. So you can basically get up to a 10K stack if you win 2 flip and goes, basically. So you can start with up to a 10K. You're going to be starting with a 5K or 10K stack, basically. But since we're starting at 7 o'clock on a Friday night, so different tournaments for the kickoff. So that's a noon start, teams of 2 players. So both players on the team are starting the tournament with 50,000 in starting stack. And you play your own unique stack until the start of the second break. At that point, the players, if both are alive, combine their chip stacks and become a team and then switch on and off, basically. So that's our first, that's basically what we got coming up the rest of January here. So over
Is
to
there
the
a Sunday
action
tournament
here.
with that, or
What's that?
is there a Sunday tournament that weekend also?
It's a good question here. I'm questioning Derek's cards reading properly here. 2-3. I mean, Ken with the 6s here. I'm assuming. Wow. Lays it down. Ken on the short stack. I mean, I'm not.
Your cards are face down, so deuce 3 and ace king look the same.
They do. And you're actually just as likely to get both. So.
Yep. That's. That'd make me play it like playing on the feature table much more if I know we can see my cards. 9-10 is accurate. I gotta believe Dave Harris will do something here.
Brandon with the 2s.
That should slow everything down.
Check, check. Right now, Brandon's in the lead with the 2s there.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah. Derek actually takes the lead there with aces and jacks and a 10 kicker. And that was a head since Brandon actually had the pretty much the worst hand you could have because he had a 2 kicker. He was looking for it. He did. Pretty much 10s or higher, pretty much. Here. Justin picking up an ace-6 under the gun, not going to play it. Zach's on a cold streak here. He has a reel for Don Fisher because whatever Kenny's putting in the pot is not going to be coming back, most likely. Look at that. Ken's disgusted. He puts in a call, and then Don raises the 10K. So I like that bet by Don. He doesn't need to go all in. He's got 40 bigs, basically. We've seen all the other aces fold so far, though. I saw an ace-8 and an ace-6, so. And takes it down.
One of the problems with only playing a hand every 45 minutes is when you do wake up with aces, nobody wants to come along.
Don played the first 2 hands. Him and Aaron Rapp took it down and doubled through Aaron. Very next hand, Aaron raises it up with ace-jack. And Kenny ships it on him, or Don ships it on him with king-jack, and this time Aaron didn't call since he had just doubled him up and didn't show that one. So Don got some action in the first 2 hands, and it worked out well for him. And he's put that to good use here. He doubled through, so looks like Zach picking up pocket 3s here under the gun. Anticipate at least limp in here, maybe raise it up. 4,000, I like it. 20 bigs. I can see him moving them here.
When I was doing him earlier, I don't think he'll move. He just was a little more conservative than that with his play.
Yeah.
Dealt to him for
conservative, but I'd rather see him ship or lay it down there, I guess. You got to decide.
I don't hate the lay down there.
No. Against the chip leader. You're playing for all your chips basically there.
Yep.
So I don't really believe Brandon's cards. Jack 2 on the button.
No, I'd have to say that's probably. There's no way he's putting Zach on any of those cards.
Brandon also had an important thing, the dealer button, basically. Well, he's just going to lay it down. We'll play another hand here. Derek's running out of time, but again, with no big blind ante, you do get a lot more mileage out of your
The only tournament we do without the big blind ante, and I can't say that I really miss doing all the tournaments without it.
No, yeah. I would like to bring it back, bring back a few more tournaments like this. Leroy's kind of got creative control on this one. Leroy's old school. He likes the freeze out, likes the long blinds. You get a lot of play in this one for your money. So
that you do.
You just don't want to bust out early, and that's why we got so much Survivor action usually, because there's no rebuys, things like that going on. So we had the first Survivor going before the second break even. So.
The freeze out is a very popular style that draws out. There's a group of players that will virtually only play freeze outs.
You know what you're going to be limited to. Don't have to make decisions on adding on things like that.
And the flip side of that is, I think there are some players that don't like them because there are a few people that I usually see that are not here today. Now they could have other things going on too, but
sure. Kenny's coming in under the gun, queen 10 of diamonds, and we got a couple of hearts and a couple of clubs in the blinds. 10-4.
But Zach's got the chips.
Looks like he's going to fire out about 5K, 4K. I don't see Zach making the call, but I see Justin. Justin's got a pretty deep stack here. He's open-ended. It's going to be kind of disguised here. Yeah, I kind of figured a call there. You know, like one thing that might kill his action is going to be an ace here if he picks it up with the ace.
Ten of hearts.
And another over, you know.
He really wanted that 10 of hearts to come.
Yeah. Ken's going to be disgusted that the ace came, even though it didn't hurt him like he thought. Justin would have been much better off hitting the 6 there.
He's frustrated by the king or by the ace, but it saved him.
It did, yep.
Saved him chips.
The 6 coming would have been much better for Justin there. I made smart bet. He's got to try to bet at it. Ken was going to check behind with another over coming. Four and a half minutes left here. Again, we are going to go off the air while we try to adjust a few things once this 4 minutes are up. Hey, Steve Belland had a nice run up in Minot. Watching on the stream. Appreciate you. Watching from Timbo.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. You got what kind of stack you playing tomorrow, Eric?
I think I'll start with 40,000. I think I got 3 stacks.
Okay. Yeah, Steve a tough player, so a lot of people would not be disappointed if he doesn't show up. So
I mean, I'm always happy to see him, but I'm okay not seeing him tomorrow too. We got a lot of limping action here. People trying to get into one as we get close to the end here. I'm going to reset the stream for the final time while we go to a 4-handed flop. Ace deuce, ace 3. Brandon bets out into it, so I really doubt that he had the jack 6 here. Jack 10 feels more realistic, right?
He flashed him, but I didn't see him.
I'm aware you probably don't know the answer for certain, but is it just the cards aren't registering right, or do we have bad
spots?
Chips?
Well, the chips are fine.
Well, the microchips inside the cards, I mean.
So it could be the cards, it could be the spots. I mean, there's enough things going on where, to me, it's probably something with the table here is inaccurate. Now, we swapped out before this, before we went live today, we had all new cables, so we could have a flaky cable or something, sending some sort of wrong signal here. I mean, we'll try to troubleshoot it here on the break and come back about in probably about an hour from the time we go off air. Hopefully we'll be. Play is Queen 10 suited here from the cutoff. No thanks. Other than Don Fisher from the big blind, just gonna kind of slow play the ace queen of clubs here. Has Justin dominated? Justin's going to be in bad shape here if he picks up a queen. Whoa. Lot of action here. Don picks up top pair. Justin picks up bottom pair. They both pick up the gutter ball to the king, which will make them both Broadway here.
They both pick up runner.
So a bet of 45, and it looks like Don's raising to 10-5.
And again, we're not positive that any of those cards are completely accurate.
But the way that it's played out so far, I believe it. You might fire at that. You raised pre-flop, so you're going to see bet it.
If it is completely accurate, I expect to fold here, or not.
Huh? With the backdoor draws and the gutter ball, I don't. I'm not exactly shocked. They're pretty deep here. Want to peel one off, and they both hit. Now we're going to see if they both have the queens, because they probably are just going to both get their money in here before anything else comes. Don Fisher's got the royal flush draw, so he's got a redraw here with his. I mean, they both have the nuts, but Don's got the monster redraw. Any club, basically. And that's an all-in and a call.
And an all-in. Yep.
And Justin's not going to love that he's got to avoid the clubs with it. And... whoa!
I'd say the clubs were accurate.
I believe that would be right as well. So, as you can see, there's Zach 34%. That rack and chips, and that is gonna wrap it up. So we are gonna end the stream again right now. Real time 5:40. We're going to come back probably around 7 o'clock, and hopefully we will be back with another feature table here come around 7 o'clock. So hopefully we'll post some pictures and